Hi, it's Martin from South Wales Injector Removal Services again. Got a short video for you about either clock repairs or what I think has been a clock bodge. So this is hopefully that will save you a few quid and stop someone having you over. If you go to buy a van, or you've bought a van, and when you turn the ignition on and this light there, the one with the squiggly line, the glow plug light, and the box, which means it's part of the engine management as well. If that doesn't illuminate, that one there, right? They should, or well, most of them should illuminate. Obviously, the indicators won't and all that lot. Stop light might come on, battery light will come on, but that should come on, and your engine management. When you start it up, they should all go off. If that doesn't come on, I have been asked by the customer for this van. He's only had it a couple of months and he said, I don't think my glow plugs are working. But it's not. You turn the ignition on and that bulb isn't working. He said, maybe the bulb's burnt out. And I said, no. I said, they're LEDs. It's unlikely they burn out. What's probably happened is when you plug it in, it comes up with EGR or glow plug issue. But there's no lights on the dashboard. And I'll show you why there's no lights on the dashboard, because I suspect someone's had a bodge in it. Right, the two sets of clocks for the Traffic and Movaros. This is a 2010 because it's got the digital readout on the top, but it's got the same sort of thing on the bottom, and you'll have oil light, service light, and your glow plug and engine management will be that side. And where's the engine management? That one. They'll be alongside each other in the middle. So you've got the glow plug, fuel light, and engine management. They're both pretty much the same. If you turn them on to the rear, getting them out is fairly easy. It's just a plastic retainer around the front, and then there's two screws holding them. You lift them up. They've only got two plugs on the back. They're both pretty much the same plugs. You undo the plugs and you take the clocks out. The only reason I got him doing them in the kitchen is because it's bank holiday weekend, the weather's crap, and I got nothing else to do. So, right. So they pretty much look exactly the same on the back. You'll need a very, very small torque. So I'm assuming it's something like a 10, or it's a T, can't quite see. Yeah, T10. Couldn't see it good. So I've had that one out, and that one, I've done a bulb repair on it because the whole clocks weren't lighting up. So that was it. So this one, just undo, I'm not quite sure how many there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 small torques. Try and do it in a fairly clean area. Don't do it on your toolbox. If you drop one of these screws, you'll never find them. And if you've got one of these little electric screwdrivers, they are brilliant. So that's the screws off. Right, this bit then goes under the wall. This bit just comes off. Right, then to get the clocks out, there's these plastic tabs there. There's one there and another two on the top there. So if you just push it away from it and push the tab in, hold it, push the tab in, it'll fall away from it. Right, you can always tell if the clocks have been done because this whole panel is stuck. So it's stuck nice and tight on it. If it's been bodged, like I suspect this one has, yeah, this one's nice and loose. So what's happened is someone's put, because if you try and get the LEDs out, which is really hard because you've got these electronic control units on the back which control the clocks and the dials for the speedo. If you try and get them off there, you'll end up breaking the clocks. Because the LEDs, I don't know if you can see them, they're right down in there, the little tiny square blocks. That's all they are. Right, they'll be the bulbs. Right, I can't see it. There's two normal bodges for something like this. It's either black mastic or it'll be a bit of rag or something. So what you'll have to do, get yourself nice flat blade sharp knife. Be careful, don't go jabbing in, because obviously you don't want to knack your clocks. So yeah, as you can see, this has been teased up before. So look at this. Ease that up. Very gentle. You don't want to be damaging the film. Yeah. I'll have to go silent a minute now because I'm going to have to put the torch in my mouth. Right. So here, I'll get it out with that. And so. You see down inside there. Gonna someone a bit of rag. And it's not brute. There's blue paper. And they've done it in the garage because look, it's the blue paper. So obviously this customer's bought this fan, not noticed that the light isn't working, and yeah, and you should, it should be like an orange light or something like that, it's like an orange LED. So yeah, so basically that's how you do it. Be very, very gentle, and then just tease it back in. Make sure the dials are roughly where they should be, on 0. Turn the clocks back upside down. It's handy if you put them back on the right way. And just pinch them shut. Then you can turn it back over, because if you do it that way, and when you pull it up, your clock reset will fall out. And that's it. You just put it back together. So yeah, be careful. If you're going to see a van, or you've bought a van and that light there isn't lighting up, or it could be even the spanner light, the service light, the stop light, or even the engine management light, depending on what's wrong with it, and they've blocked it up, turn the ignition on. The battery light should come on, oil light should come on. If the handbrake's on, brake warning light should come on. Definitely that. Definitely the stop light, the engine management light. When you start them, they should all go off. If they don't come on, then hopefully you haven't got an LED problem, because changing the LEDs is, a nightmare of a job. But if they don't come on, I would say 100% certain that someone's had a bodge at that, and they're trying to swindle you out your hard-earned money. And it's as easy as getting a little piece of blue paper, and you could be paying where the van's got to be worth at least a good few £100 less, because obviously they're hiding a fault. So be careful, and if you have bought one and the light isn't working, it's not hard to take it apart and figure out what's wrong with it. And then obviously if you plug it into a diagnostics machine, it'll tell you what's wrong with it. So it's usually, like EGR or something like that, where someone can't be bothered to fix it. So hope that been informative. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you've got any issues you want me to do a short video on, great. Let me know, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.